time for a workout, finish the week out strong. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head to the gym. I'm going to show you a little bit of a bicep workout and a little bit of an upper back workout. For the most of the part, I'm not going to do a whole workout on my videos, just not yet. Throughout the week, I already train 4 days a week. Just at the place that I work out at, I can't film, and so I don't have that ability yet. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you basic exercises, and I pick little spots that maybe throughout the week I wasn't able to hit properly, or I want to bring them out just a little bit more. So especially when you're building, you want to look for those parts that you want to shape a little bit better. So for me, my biceps, I feel like I want a little bit better shape, and also my upper back. So not going to hit it terribly hard like I normally would throughout the week, only because I've already fatigued them out and they're sore already, so I don't need a whole lot of work done on them this week. So let's get going, and I'll meet you back at the gym and we'll get started right into it and go from there. So let's finish strong, guys. Let's go. Just really easy and basic move. I'm doing about 6 to 8 reps on this, and I want to make sure that when I do these, that my chest is up. A lot of people like swing and kind of get a little bit of shoulder movement in there. We want to just make sure that we're isolating our elbows and keeping those close to our body and really getting that nice contraction. So here we go. The next one that we have is a seated bicep curl. Okay, so that pull and not having that movement on the body is really going to kind of change that contraction, make it a lot harder. So if you notice, I dropped my weight just a little bit more. Again, just trying to get that 6 to 8 reps in, and then going from right there. Okay. Now, as we do this at the top, I'm really trying to squeeze to get that contraction out of that bicep. We rested about a minute in between those sets, and so now we're getting on to our second set. Again, you might start to feel that little fatigue a little bit more tight, and that's okay. You just want to push through it. 6 to 8 reps, okay? This one is probably only going to be about 6 reps on this one, I won't lie. Just feeling it from the whole workout this week. So here we go. It starts to get a little bit tough on these last sets, especially when you're trying to focus on really getting that contraction out. You start to feel that fatigue set in a little bit. So a lot of this has to start kicking in as mental toughness as you go through the workout, especially at the end of the week. You always want to try to finish strong, and it's really easy to just kind of cheat yourself. And I notice a lot of people do that a lot of times, but you just got to push through that grind and really push through that pain and fatigue. Okay, so here we go. Last set. We've done our first superset of biceps. Now we're going to start moving on to another superset just for my biceps. If you can kind of notice, a lot of times you'll kind of see my right arm get a little bit weaker. That is, my weaker arm. So I really try to focus on building that one a lot and making sure that I kind of get that symmetry going in my body. And that's just me for my own wants and needs. So, when I go throughout all of these, you're going to hear people do it this way, do it that way. You got to find what works best for you. Obviously, there's a method that does work, And so this is what I've noticed that works well with me, and usually for all my clients. But if you've tried something and it works and you get results, that's all you're looking for. So you get the results, and if you try different things, there's a lot of different ways that people have kind of gone about this. I'm using really the basics of lifting because that, for me, works really well. I don't got to get all crazy and anything like that. As long as I make sure I get that right reps, that weight, really push myself in it, I notice that I get really good results. So let's move on to the next two. I'm going to do some preacher curls. Again, I'm looking for that nice isolation in my biceps. And then I'm going to do some wide grip curls with the Olympic bar and really try to bring out those biceps the best I can on these last two. Okay, so let's get started on those. So we're right here with the dumbbell preacher curl. I really want to make sure that I'm not leaning back or cheating in any way. This is all in the biceps, so when we're trying to focus on isolating our muscles and trying to get that nice peak and contraction and trying to build, that's where we want it. Also, we don't want to cause injuries to any other areas of our body, so we kind of keep that nice angle right here, high in that armpit. Go down nice and slow and contract. Back up. So then you switch arms, try to just jump into it. The thing about all this is if you notice that you're not getting the right movement, or if you have to cheat or anything like that, lower your weight. It's okay to have a lower amount of weight. You don't have to have these heavy weights to get a good contraction, and you just kind of build up from there. You don't want to use improper form. You don't want to change that for getting that right form and nice contraction. Promise you'll love your results more if you do it right. So wide grip bicep curls, you want them outside your hips. And really, again, a lot of people want to swing up on these. Make sure you don't swing. And nice, easy contractions, just nice and straight. So this is the second set on these. It starts to get a little bit tiring. I have bigger workouts throughout the week, and so right now I'm kind of getting that fatigue feeling. So you might see that weight drop a little bit, and that's just fine. Again, you just do your best, and you got to be smart about it. So you don't want to injure yourself, because injuries will put you out for a lot longer than you really have to be. So always progress and just keep pushing. So here we go, 6 to 8 again, getting that nice contraction at the top, keeping that nice and steady movement. You want to keep control the whole time. A lot of people lose that control on the way down and try to fire it up. We want nice and easy movements each time. And you know, especially if you're just getting started, don't worry about how much weight you use. Just do your best. Just get in here, and if you're in here, you're doing good. Slow and steady, no problem with that. So if you notice, I just got 6 on there, started losing my form, and so that's when I know that I'm good. And that's just fine. That's what will happen towards the end. So we'll rest a minute again, and then finish out real strong. Then we'll move on to our upper back workout. So I was thinking the other day about kind of goals and getting started, and when I talk to people about how to get motivated, how to stay on track and things like that. And there's really a few steps that I was thinking about, and I think I'm going to make a video about this a little later. You know, you have to first set your goals, so you have to know what you want, and then you have to actually know what it's going to take to get there, and then you have to gain an understanding for the things that you do, and those things really give you a good foundation to keep going with, especially on those days that you feel like you don't want to do it. And it's really important to have those throughout the whole time, and they keep you on track. And if you fall off, then you can always rely on those things to say, you know, this is why we're doing it, and you understand the processes that you're going through. So we'll make a video on that. The other thing that we'll probably talk about is a little bit about nutrition and the science and the methods that I use, and I kind of help a lot of my clients and other people understand as we go through this process. So, and I forgot to post this, but we did my first measurement, and I got my body fat tested and my scale weight, and so right now I was sitting at about 15.1% body fat, which is good. That was a good maintenance for me. I feel good, and that gives me something to strive for. And the other part, you know, just making sure that we're gaining. I'm eating about 3,300 calories right now, and I think I need to eat a little bit more, so I'll probably bump that closer to 4,000. Just to get that good lean body mass on me. So here we go. So if you notice, rather than swinging, what I do to get under it is I dip down rather than throw it back, and that makes sure that I keep it still on my biceps, but it does give me that little spot that I need instead of swinging. I don't want to hurt my back or strain anything on there, so really important to make sure that you're doing things properly and still feeling that good pump on there. So let's move on to the upper back now, and we got a few movements on there. Again, I'm still pretty fatigued throughout the week and the workouts that we did earlier. So there's not a lot of work that I need to do on that, but I'm going to show you some exercises and things that I'm going to use today. So we'll get started on those right now. Face pulls, they really work that upper back area and those traps. I should probably use the scientific terms, not just this general area, but you know, you get working out and you just kind of lose your thought process. So it's hard to be smart. When you're doing these, you want to make sure that your arms roll forward a little bit. Let that cable pull back, take it off the stack, and let them roll forward. Don't let that head move. You want to keep good, steady posture. Bring them all the way back to your ears. Keep your elbows up high. Bring them all the way back. So I could do a little bit higher on that one, so I did about 10 of those. And now we're going to go do single arm dumbbell rows, and we'll get, again, just focusing on that upper back and pulling a little bit. Again, did some back work already this week, and so I'm just kind of getting those little areas that I want to bring out a little bit more on this build and build up a little bit more. So just kind of the fine tuning basically is all these workouts are for me. So we'll go over that. I see a lot of people doing it at the gym. Really easy to cheat and compensate on this one. So you want to make sure you get a way that you can control, and really make sure you get that that back to really contract properly. So here we go. I'm still hitting that 6 to 8 range. So really making sure I'm really in control. Okay, so really starting to feel this. I know it's not a lot of weight for a lot of people. Most people are using the hundreds and triple digits, and why isn't this guy using enough weight? You know what? It's alright. We all start somewhere, and we are where we are. I'm okay with that. Alright, so second set, and you know, talking about people who come and they're first starting working out, you know, people post these videos and everyone's always concerned about, you know, the way someone looks, the amount of weight that someone's using. No, but it's not about that. It's just about doing your best and trying. Having goals and hitting them. And that's all about you. So remember that, you know, when you see all those videos about people. So let's just jump right into the single arm dumbbell rows. That's about it for today. I feel like it's pretty good for me, at least this week. So we'll do some more. You can always add more workouts to that. And you know, again, these are really small workouts for me, and it's just because throughout the week I've already hit all the body parts this week, and so that'd be kind of an overload. So just trying to take it easy and just get a nice base going. As you see me go through this process, you'll see it get more and more intense, and a lot more different workouts and methods that I'll use. But start at the very basics right now. So hey, check back later. I'm going to have more motivational videos. Like, I want to talk about that goal. I want to set, you know, how do you get started? What do you need to know? And more about nutrition. So we'll keep them coming, guys. So just be ready. Okay, have a good day.